Hi everyone, it's Ken Mason from Whispering Souls. We're back to the paranormal investigations we were doing at a farm down here in just west of us. And here's some more, things we picked up as activities. The first part you'll see here is we've been using these little small recording devices. Usually the ones people, you turn them on, put them in your pocket so you can record people or whatnot. We didn't use our iPhone ones. These seem to be more sensitive or whatnot. So we put it up in a room upstairs, and while we're doing around, moving around the house and so on and so forth, we will leave the recorder on. So what you'll hear in this first little part is when we're outside and when we're coming back in the house, we took our breaks and so on and so forth. And we checked everywhere. There was nobody in the house. There was nothing to it. And you'll notice that there's something in the room that was actually moving the recorder around. So as you can see, there was some activity that was in there. So we knew that there were spirits. They weren't animals in the room. I mean, we checked it out and talked to people and so forth. I think there was 8 people, so we constantly checked. So this was up in the upper room. I think in that room when we walked in, there was all kinds of writing on the wall as if somebody was writing a story or something. So this room seemed to be the most active in the house. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is probably one of the strangest ones, and I'll give an explanation why. We often invite people to join us. In this case, it was a newspaper lady who wanted to see, how we actually did the work, and just wanted to be part of the actual activity. So, at one point, she was at the end, and as a reporter, I guess she just wanted to talk about it. So she decided that we at the end, we always have psychics go into separate rooms and just do some kind of readings or try to connect or whatnot. So she decided that she wanted to go in a room by herself. Kind of stupid. I guess we shouldn't have done that at that point in time. I don't know why we allowed her. I guess because we figured there wasn't anything going on, but as you remember in another video, I told you or mentioned about a lady and a baby, and she didn't want to talk about it. So unfortunately, a lot of this we did not get on camera, but a lot, 8 people saw this anyway. So she was in the room and she started talking about why she was there and whatnot, which is good. And then all of a sudden she said she wanted to talk about the baby. Well, the moment she did, the front door, it was a pretty big door, but the front door that she had closed behind her opened up. And then we heard her, kind of saying, "What, you want me to leave?" And she walked up, closed the door, and she says, "Well, I'm not leaving until you talk about the baby." Again, the door opened, this time even further, and this is about the time when we decided to walk in. and stop it because we didn't want her to talk about the baby. We were already warned about talking about the baby. And then she basically got very abusive towards the spirit and calling it names and whatnot, and yelled at us, I'm not leaving this room until you give me information about the baby. But just about at the end that she said that, and we were just entering the room to get her out of there, one of our readers upstairs suddenly screamed out and in a lot of pain. So we saw one of our master psychics come out with a lady and holding her, and she was double over in pain. We rushed her out of the building, and all of a sudden she was fine. And so we all stood up. But the video I'm going to show you, though, is basically what happened at the moment that she screamed. And it's quite interesting, and you can leave a comment to think what it was. We have sent it to quite a few professionals who could not figure out what it was, even professional photographers who actually came out and tried to reproduce what happened. This is basically a story of do not go on a mediumship trip or a paranormal trip and yell at a psychic. If you have any comments, again, just please put them at the bottom of this video, and we'll see you later.